Hey all, my name is Paul Borosky and I am the owner of Quality Business Plan. And what I'd like to do today is introduce you all to the book that I've just published on Amazon, which is called How to Write a Business Plan in 10 Steps. So in this video, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and kind of touch on some tips and tricks on how to write a good business plan. And the focus of this is going to be broad. I'm not going to highlight just any one industry. I'm just going to give you some ideas on how to write a business plan, a better business plan, and what's some of the different aspects of a business plan. Now, if y'all want to have your own personalized business plan written, I can definitely do that. Just mosey on over to my website, which is qualitybusinessplan.com. And here's my phone number. So if y'all want to avoid the aggravations or the pleasures, whatever your perspective may be, of writing a business plan, if y'all want to avoid that, just give me a call. I'll be delighted to write you up a business plan. For everybody else that wants to go ahead and do your business plan and get the experience of writing the business plan, I've got several books that I've published. And so let me go ahead and give you all some tips and tricks. And if y'all want to buy one of the books, I'll give you the links and that to that in just a few minutes. All right. So first thing what I want to do is when you download the book or when you purchase the book, you're going to be introduced to my How to Write a Business Plan title page. On this page, it's going to kind of show you where to, whatever step you're in for the business plan, you can jump right into this book and go right to that step. So if you want some information on market analysis, boom, go to page 17. If you want some information or better understanding on organization and management, then you go to page 26. So I've got the just the outline right here that it helps you go to whatever section you need to go to in order to complete your plan. If you're starting from scratch, then I most definitely recommend starting at step one and just running through the whole book. And again, I'm going to give you tips and tricks throughout the book on how to write an excellent business plan, regardless of what industry you're in. So let's go ahead and touch on just a few of the sections that I identified that I want to touch on with y'all. So for this first section right here, it's going to be step one, which is company description. When I write my company description, the biggest thing I want to do is I want to be able to succinctly describe my business to the reader or the user or the document, whether it's a manager, whether it's a co-owner, what have you. Whoever it is, what I want to do is I want to introduce them up front what it is. For this example right here, it's going to be company summary. So once they open up the business plan, first thing after the executive summary, they're going to see the company summary. In the company summary, first thing I'm always going to do is introduce the company. It's going to be the leadoff batter right there. Then I'm going to dive into what kind of legal structure is it? Is it going to be a limited liability corporation? Is it going to be a corporation, or is it going to be a sole proprietor? Is it going to be a partnership? Who cares? Whatever it is, put it right there. That's the next one right there. The next thing I want to do is tell them where it's going to be. So it's going to who it is, what kind of structure it is, and what's the location. If you don't know the city, state, and address, don't worry about it. Just put the city and state. You don't know the city and state? Put the Central Florida area. You don't know which area it is? Then put the state, Florida. I mean, we've come up with some kind of an idea. You can always minimize it later, but at least give the reader some kind of an understanding where it's going to be. I mean, if you're going to do a ski resort in Florida, you better let the reader know so they can stop reading. However, if it's going to be some kind of a surf shop, then they're going to want to see that's going to be located on the coast. So it's real important to have some type of a location in there. Once I'm done with explaining the company name, legal structure, and the address, I'm going to dive right into describing what kind of business I am going to have. For this example right here, it's going to be a casual dining breakfast restaurant. Once you explain that casual dining breakfast restaurant, the reader's going to envision in their head, or they should, that it's going to be a sit-down restaurant. It's going to be focused on breakfast. And, after that, then you can kind of dive into them and you can kind of fill in the, once we tell them this is going to be a casual dining breakfast restaurant, you just put up the walls, the ceiling, and the floor. Now, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be putting the additional information in there. We're going to be telling them it's going to be eggs, breakfast meat, pancakes, omelets, chicken, and waffles. That's going to start to tell them, is it going to be a Southern-style meal that you're going to be putting together? Is it going to be a traditional American breakfast, which is what I just described? So it's going to kind of give the reader more and more information. Next, anytime you have just a breakfast-focused restaurant, in my most humble of experiences, it's always going to have a lunch aspect as well. Your breakfast is it's the star of the show, but readers are going to be expect, or lenders are going to expect, or whoever's going to be using this document is going to expect some kind of a lunch menu as well. So touch on that, but make sure you're put in your breakfast menu first. So that's just, one real quick way to introduce your company summary and how to structure it. The next one that I wanted to offer you some tips and tricks on is going to be the marketing section. All right. So when you do the marketing section, a lot of people just like to dive right into that marketing section and just tell them that you're going to do the big threes for the marketing. You're going to do internet, you're going to do the social media, and you're going to be telling everybody and their brother all about your company, which is word of mouth marketing. However, I like to start my marketing section in my business plans with objectives and keys to success. When you start with objectives and keys to success, you're telling the reader, or you're telling your managers, or whoever's going to be using this document, you're telling them where you want to go with your marketing. You're just not throwing ideas out there because everybody's told you that's what's worked. You're telling them that you've got a specific direction and a specific location where you want to go with your marketing. And once you're able to identify the objectives and the keys to success, the objectives is where you want to go. The keys to success is going to be how you're going to be doing. What do you need to be able to do in order to reach those objectives? Once you have that roadmap set up, then you can go ahead and tell the reader how you're going to use your social media to obtain your marketing objectives, how you're going to use your internet, your web page to address the keys for success. And what I'd like to do here is I like to hit objectives right here, and then keys to success, and I kind of like to make them aligned. This is where you're going to be, this is how you're going to kind of get there, or these are the rules in which you're going to get there. Once you're done with that, then dive in, go further, and explore the different channels in which you're going to use to obtain these objectives. And the next part that I want to go ahead and touch on is going to be the business plan sample. So when you download my book, or you go ahead and purchase my sample, I'm going to have a business plan sample in there for y'all. So when you go through and you want to kind of understand, what this means in the real world situation, well, you're just going to go to the business plan sample, and in the sample, I've got the executive summary, how I would write an executive summary for a client. This is definitely a summarized version of what I would do, but it's still going to be an effective starting point to help you understand how it should be structured, the information that should be in there, and what it should kind of look like. All right, and then also after the business plan sample, I do give you a template that you're able to use. When you download the book, you can go ahead and look at the template. If you download the actual file, you're going to be able to get the template. So if you all want to go ahead and pick up this book, or if you want some more information, because I do have on this website right here, on my website, which is qualitybusinessplan.com/how to write a business plan introduction. If you go to this site, I do offer some more tips and tricks on how to write a business plan. So if you like what I've given you so far, the website is going to give you even more information. If you want even more information after that, I do offer for sale my book, which is How to Write a Business Plan in 10 Steps. And right now it's $9.99. The price does change. And then if you want the template and also the sample business plan, then you can go ahead and you can purchase that for $49.99. But again, the price does change as well. It can go up, can go down, depends on the time of year, and so on and so forth. But in the template, so when you download the book, it's a PDF file. When you download the template's in a Word document. On that Word document, you're going to be able to change, you're going to be able to add your information to the Word document to complete the template. And also, I do give you a sample business plan in the Word document as well that you're able to manipulate. So hopefully this information was helpful. And like I said, if y'all want some more tips and tricks for writing a business plan, visit my website. And if y'all would like to go ahead and purchase one of these documents, just head on over here to do it. And other than that, I hope y'all have a fantastic day. And if y'all need a professional business plan writer, you have my contact information. Be absolutely delighted to do it. My business plans range from $500 at the base as of right now, and then they go all the way up to $8,000 or more. With that, yeah, have a fantastic day. Thank you.